What if I told you that the happiest moments of your life have already happened, but you've been too focused on the future to notice? What if everything you're working towards right now, everything you think will finally make you happy, is actually the very thing standing between you and true happiness? I learned this lesson the hard way. A few years ago, I was stuck in a loop. It was 2 a.m., and I was sitting at my kitchen table, eating chips straight from the bag, watching my favorite TV show on the screen in front of me. My apartment was a mess, dishes piled up, clothes scattered across the floor, and the only light was from the glow of my phone. I'd just come home from a 12-hour shift at work, feeling like I was going nowhere. I had dreams of changing my life, of getting out of this rut, but every day felt the same. I kept telling myself, once I get that promotion, once I move to a better place, once I get that new car, then I'll be happy. Then I'll finally feel like my life is on track. But as I went to bed each night, I realized I wasn't happy. I was busy chasing something that I thought would bring me fulfillment, but all it did was make me feel more lost. One day I had enough. I decided to start small, really small. Instead of sitting on the couch every evening after work, I made a promise to myself. I'd get up and go for a 10-minute walk. No big goals, just something small to break the cycle. At first, it wasn't much. I felt awkward, even silly, but something about just doing it felt right. The next day, I swapped one unhealthy snack for a piece of fruit. Small stuff, but it felt like progress. After a week, I felt a little different, a little more awake, a little more present. So I pushed myself a little further. I started waking up just 10 minutes earlier in the mornings. Instead of diving into my phone the minute I woke up, I started reading a book for 10 minutes. I made small changes to my routine. Nothing groundbreaking, just things that kept me moving forward. But here's the thing. I didn't realize what was happening until much later. I was so focused on the idea of a perfect future that I didn't notice the shifts happening in the present. I was stuck in the idea that happiness would arrive once I reached some distant goal. But then I hit a big milestone. I got the promotion. I moved into a bigger apartment. I even upgraded my car. For a moment, I felt the excitement, but that feeling didn't last long. It felt like getting a reward for a game I had been playing for months. Sure, it was nice to reach the goal, but it didn't fill the void I thought it would. That's when it hit me. Something I wasn't prepared for. The happiness I thought I'd feel once I arrived wasn't there. Instead, I realized that the real joy had always been in the journey. It wasn't the promotion that made me happy. It was the progress I had made getting there. Looking back, I realized I was happiest when I was just getting started. When I took the first steps to change my life. Those awkward, uncomfortable steps when I wasn't sure if I could do it, but tried anyway. The joy wasn't in crossing the finish line. It was in every little milestone along the way. In the moments when I pushed myself to do just a little bit better than the day before. And here's the kicker. I see it all the time now. People posting their success on social media, shiny cars, new houses, dream jobs. But I know deep down, they're probably feeling the same emptiness I once did. Because the truth is, there is no ultimate finish line. There's no place where everything suddenly clicks into place and you unlock permanent happiness. So here's what I've learned. The trick isn't to wait until everything is perfect. The trick is to realize that you already have everything you need to start living your dream life. It's right here, right now, in the small decisions, in the day-to-day, in the pursuit of your goals. Stop waiting for the perfect moment because it's already happening. And when you start living for today, you'll finally realize that the dream life you've been chasing is the one you've been living all along. If you found this helpful and want to learn more about how to shift your mindset and start living your dream life today, make sure to keep watching. There's so much more to uncover. Keep going, and let's take this journey together.